some biting racial social commentary at the end there. All right, we have 3 more comics left before your headliner. Are you guys primed and prepped? Loving the energy in here. It's buzzing. Buzzing with excitement. This next act of the evening is the only Nanaimo guy on the bill tonight. Yeah, so let's start that applause. Keep it going. Your hometown hero, John Tate.
Thank you. And what is with all this weak-ass hockey bullshit that's all over my television lately? Total pussy sport. Whatever happened to a good old-fashioned manly dance-off? And I'm thinking what I ate last night didn't really agree with me. She was a feminist. So a little bit about me, just so you kind of know where I'm coming from. I was stupid in my youth and got married twice before the age of 30. The first one taught me that you cannot unbang the babysitter, no matter how hard you try. The second one taught me she cannot unfuck half of Port Alberni. That's funny because it's true. I can tell you that I actually own 2 pairs of jeans, 2 sweaters, and 3 jackets that are actually older than the duration of both my marriages. Because love is fickle. Or the first time I ever actually tried comedy was almost my last time. It was back when I was in college. There was an open mic on campus, so I decided to try it out. But almost within the very moment I touched the stage, this loud, rather swarthy woman in the background started screaming out, "You're not funny! You're not funny!" To the point where, I left the stage maybe after 2 minutes, completely horrified, terrible experience. I was shaking on the way home. I was literally in tears. To the point where I had to take a look at my girlfriend and say, "Babe, if you ever embarrass me like that again." I actually used to party with a bunch of guys back in school that wound up having careers in the RCMP, which makes me wonder, because I know these guys, how long do you have to be a cop before you see a cop and not think, "Shit, it's a cop"? My brother actually came out of the closet around that time. And looking back on it, I think we kind of already knew because we were younger, we'd be getting ready to go out to see a movie or something. He always seemed to be busy blowing some guy. Keeping it real. Shortly before entering college, I was actually diagnosed as what they used to call a manic depressive. In the 90s, they actually changed the terminology of manic depression to bipolar. And this is something I've never abided by. I've never been down with this term. Because really the only bi I am is curious. So I had a guy suck my cock a few weeks ago. And I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan. Now, truth be told, we were both super drunk and pretty high. He really wanted to, and I kind of wanted the story. Well, it was St. Patrick's Day. You gotta live a little. Come on. Other people might be talking about taking their kids to the beach or maybe going off to see a ball game. I'm putting my cock on the line for a $10 ticket. Back to the blowjob. You would have I would have thought at least it would have been a whole lot better because we share the same parts. But I was completely taken out of the situation after only a few moments. And I'm thinking maybe because it was sloppy. Maybe because his wig shifted while he was down there. Maybe because I'm not gay. I don't rollerblade. I don't own a Miata. And I have to tell you that I'm thinking the experience actually may have put my guy into shock because I've not masturbated in 3 weeks. Which for me, completely out of character. Because a lot of people call masturbation fun. I'm calling it today's greatest achievement. Like, I'm actually of age where I recently had to take the full bend over and cough physical. And it's nothing at all that I was all that worried about because I'm in pretty good shape for a guy that doesn't work out, which is kind of sad because I do. However, I was not at all expecting the doctor to tell me I was sick. Sick. Especially when all I did was like ask for a second finger. He was cool though. He slipped me his number after. He makes a hell of a cappuccino. He also informed me that regular masturbation helps to reduce the rate of prostate cancer. This is a true fact. And I'm thinking, we're guys, like I need an excuse. Like, when it comes to jerking off, I am a childhood savant. Like, when I was like, yay high, I accidentally walked into my mom's ex, tugging one out. We made eye contact. It was a little uncomfortable at first. He was able to completely defuse the situation immediately. He told me not to worry. It's natural. After all, I'd be doing the same thing soon enough. His arm was getting tired, so. Fastball for me. Yeah, so no surprises. I am a single guy. Single long enough almost to look forward to jury duty just so I can meet some new people. However, in full disclosure, I do not use condoms. Let me rephrase that. I'm never given the opportunity to use condoms. You know, it's a sad day when you actually have to throw out the rubbers in your bedside table because more than half of them have expired. I chose to replace them with magnums though because, you know, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Recently I've been taking some improv classes at the Harbor City Theatre there, you know, I'm looking for kindred souls. However, in this class happens to be this woman that always introduces herself as Tracy with an I. Yes. Sorry. Whenever I see her, I make sure to call her Tracy, but I say it with the Y. Crazy bitches never noticed. I actually did meet a really nice woman shortly before New Year's though, and we had a sensational night. Bit of a learning experience though. Discovered that I do not have the voice for dirty talk. Like really, if you're wanting to sound sexy, it's gotta be low, slow. Let's get it on. I sound more like your high school guidance counselor. Did you like that? How does that make you feel? It's okay to cry. We had a sensational night. We shared numbers with each other. We were texting back and forth, sending pictures back and forth. I took my first dick pic because, you know, camera adds weight. And everything was going great until she invited me to church. This comes the brief discussion that I'm an atheist, at which point she responds with a brief, okay. Then boom, no contact, ghosted. Or in this case, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. So, you know, tried internet dating for a little while, absolutely no bueno there. Because I discovered that when you're in your 40s, Plenty of Fish, you're in a Plenty of Fish profile, you are reading the saddest resume for a temporary job that you know you're not going to enjoy. And Tinder, when you're in your 40s, that's a whole lot like searching for a used car on Craigslist. Because you gotta hear me out on this. You're only given a few pictures, and you know they're outdated. They're taken from a distance. They're not showing the sun damage. There's no cracks in the paint. Daddy issues hanging from the roof again. So there is one refuge for the single guy. So I thought, internet porn. However, a little bit over a month ago, I was doing a little bit of surfing on Pornhub, checking out the vintage section.
Yeah.
Conservative. And I discovered that my grandmother did a skin flick in the 70s.
Jesus Christ. Can you feel the heat?
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure what's more disturbing. Finding out your grandma did porn, or using that as the motivation for a strong finish 3 minutes later. And she also made a hell of a cappuccino. My name is James. Hope you have yourself a great night.
John Tate right here. And we're now going for the evening. Alright, we have just 2 more comedians before our final act of the evening. This next guy is also here from Victoria, and I think you're gonna love him. Please give it up for the very funny Zach Rousseau.